All right, guys, got a note taker for you. Have one of these handy. We're gonna do a what's working in 2026, right? To scale functional medicine, to create a waiting list practice for the niche that you're passionate about. It could be weight loss, thyroid, diabetes, autoimmune, gut neuropathy, autism, gout. I don't care. Doesn't matter. The algorithms do a pretty good job of showing your stuff to the people who need to see it. Okay, amazing job these days. So I'm just going to give you the checklist. I put this together. It's 6 pages. It's basically if you are starting from scratch, or maybe you're at 10,000 a month and you want to go to 50, right? There's some growth. You're looking at your calendar thinking I could be making a bigger impact. Comment below and I'll send this doc your way. It's about 6 pages, but it's a checklist of like if I'm starting from scratch, if I'm brand new in practice, or I'm trying to scale, that is the exact step-by-step framework that I would follow. Like just step-by-step checklist. Do this, do that. And so that's for you. Just comment below and I'll send it your way. But it starts with this. It starts by you selecting a niche, which doesn't really matter. You just have to be good at it. You have to be passionate about it. You have to be willing to hop on calls with these people and solve their problems. So if I'm because here's the thing, never chase the money. There's a lot of people that, oh gosh, this doc's doing 100,000 a month in neuropathy. I need to do neuropathy. Well, one day you might wake up being sick of Medicare because that's what neuropathy brings. And you're like, oh shoot, I kind of pigeonhole myself into people that I don't really want to talk to. So you have to be passionate and good at that condition. So that's step one, is pick a niche. Has to be a big problem to solve. It has to be really impacting their life, because they're not going to spend $2K, $3K, $4K. They're not going to spend that if the problem is so minuscule. Like if somebody has a tummy ache, they're not going to give you $3,000 because they have a tummy ache. It has to be congruent. It has to make sense, all right? So that's step one. Pick a niche. Doesn't really matter. Weight loss, thyroid, diabetes, autoimmune, gut neuropathy, ADHD. They're all good. Those are all the biggies. Then we develop a clinical protocol that's simplified. That says CP. I apologize. I got a funky mouse. Clinical protocols will solve the issue, right? Simplified. Not $2,000 worth of labs and diagnostic. We're not sitting on the phone for 2 hours with these people trying to slap a label on them. They come to me already knowing they have the issue. They already know they have numbness, tingling. They already know they have neuropathy. I have the solutions to their problem. Show them that you're the solution in the fastest manner possible. That is when you win. That is when they win, because they get the results they're after. So now we have a simplified clinical protocol that's going to solve their problem. Okay, so that's thing number one. Thing number two. Thing number three. I'll put all my stuff below. All my links to all my programs. It's in this doc. But I'll link my clinical stuff below, and I'll link the software stuff below. But then we have to master day one, day twos. Okay, and I do day one calls and I do day two Loom report of findings. Day one call is 20 minutes. Day two Loom is done on my time and it's about 10 minutes. Again, I'm not doing Zooms because I'm not going to sit on my computer waiting for people to show up. I'm not going to just sit around and just twiddle my thumbs waiting for people. No, I'm going to call you at the time that you pick. Okay. All right. Now we master our day ones, day twos. Now we need funnel. We need funnels that convert. Okay, that's the next step, is we have to build out this infrastructure. Now, I've built it so that you don't have to. If you want to work together, I will give you all this. I have this huge library of funnels and websites that we've built, and I've spent months, 3 years building out this infrastructure. These are the updated, newer ones, but they're all niche specific. So like here's female hormone stuff. Here's ADHD. Here's my loaded functional medicine website. Okay, this one's designed to rank organically. It's got 18 niches built within one funnel. Here's high blood pressure. Here's neuropathy. I've got neuropathy. This one right here, a couple weeks ago, just as a test, I said, hey, Facebook, here's $100. I want to book some calls. It booked 6 calls in one day. 6 calls in one day, neuropathy. Autism. Now this is an ADHD one, but these have quizzes at the top, so you can kind of see. Okay, shoot, I'm 6. I've got moderate ADHD tendencies. If I get into the 8 things, significant burden under neurometabolic factors, affecting this, right? So here's ADHD. Okay, I'm just gonna keep scrolling these things so you see this. But here's high blood pressure. Let me get to the neuropathy one. as you scroll again, they're checking the boxes here. They're, oh gosh, I got to do something. Okay, this website and all of these convert very, very well. So if you want a waiting list practice very, very quickly, you need to use these websites, and I will give them to you, right? If you want to work together, we have to portray you as the expert, as the specialist, as the go-to. People these days in 2026, they do their due diligence. They dig around. They want to look at, is this somebody who can solve my problems? So we have to map this out and portray you as the expert who can solve these issues that these people are struggling with. Testimonials at the bottom. We got FAQs at the bottom. We got a footer. Call to action is book a strategy call. Okay, here's my calendar. Pick a date, pick a time, and I'm going to call you then. So again, we have all these things. We have all these funnels, and I'm going to give them to you. As of today, I think there's close to 60 different funnels inside the software. Yes, we have these direct response ones that pull like crazy. Here's female hormone stuff. Here's all the symptoms. But there's challenge funnels, there's masterclass, there's webinar funnels. We again, 3 years of blood, sweat, and tears so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel type thing, right? All right, so now that's next step is funnel, right? So it's gonna look like this. We have funnel, we have calendar, here's your calendar, and here's thank you page so that we can track conversions, track pixels. We need people to just land here so that we can ping it as a conversion, send that data back to Facebook, said, hey, this person, Mary Jones, booked a call. Go find more people like that, all right? But now we need to master this, traffic, okay? I'm gonna put a link to my latest class below, Scale Functional Medicine. If you wanna hop on a call, I'm gonna give you all my dang ads too, right? You don't have, like there's coaches out there charging practitioners, 2 of them $100,000. There's a bunch that are $40,000. There's people charging $2,000 a month for their software. I'm like, oh my God, this game is not that hard. This game is super simple. Traffic and conversions, that's what we have to master. Here's traffic. Now, if you don't know how to run ads, let me show you how to run them. You have to find out who's got the thing built, right? Who is actually doing this thing, who is in the trenches, testing, building, modifying, tweaking it, making sure it's effective. Then just copy it. I will give you my ads and how to run them, where to run them, how to set up pixels, all that stuff. I will build this funnel for you. You're telling me that, like, for example, autism. If I build an autism funnel, if I build ADHD, whatever, and I fire up ads, I will have a waiting list practice within a week. And I will show you the exact step by step. Here's the traffic, and I will give you the ads. We need to run ads on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. That's where we get the traffic from. We get ads there, we book calls, we take money over the phone, we put in this, we flip it into something much more substantial. That is the game that I play. I've made $1 million over the phone through functional medicine discovery calls. Okay, this is my coaching, this is my clinical operation. So I'm in the trenches doing this thing. Like I said, we have this entire library built out. If you want it, I'll give it to you. Right? I do this work so that you don't have to. But again, if you want this document, again, 6 pages, step-by-step checklist. If you're thinking about getting into some coaching program that is, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, you don't need to. You just have to master this formula and this framework, and I'll give it to you right here. I'll give you my clinical protocols and what that looks like too. My framework of sensitivities, deficiencies, and toxicities. It's a clinical framework I've been using for 20 years. Very, very effective. We fix their foods, fix their nutrients, get them off the standard American diet crap, high fructose corn syrup, preservatives, nitrates, MSG, trans fats, colors, dyes. We get them off the crap, get them cleaned up from a lifestyle perspective, fix where they're depleted, reduce inflammation, take the stress off the gut-brain connection. That takes the stress off the brain. People think better, they have clearer thoughts, they sleep better, you heal when you sleep. Friends, it's not rocket science. It's very, very simplified approach. So, all right, I'll leave you with that. Again, if you want that, comment below, and I will see you next time.